We're taking you back to Moloto Road, a horrific weekend on our road, starting with 15 people losing their lives in a crash between a bus and a truck in Tshwane on Friday. Now let's go back to Moloto Road, where Pule Letswiti-Jones is for us this morning. And Pule, hello again to you. Last time we were there, you were standing with a flurry of officials around, but now I hear cars are being impounded. What's the latest? What do you have?
Well, definitely, Gareth, this time around officials are not taking chances, ensuring that the people's lives are not at risk. We've now witnessed one bus here that has been impounded, a Patco bus here, due to not being compliant on the road. I'm joined also by the Acting Director of Transport in Mpumalanga, Mr. Mojalefa Tote, who's going to be speaking to us this morning regarding this. Dr. Mojalefa, thank you very much for joining us on eNCA. Now, what we're seeing here is something that you have raised a flag to say is quite dangerous and could risk the people's lives. Can you explain to us why have you impounded this bus?
Thank you. The condition of this bus is so horrible. Number one, the air bellow. If you can check the balance of this bus, it's not balanced. On one side, it's like the whole chassis is on top of the tire. If you go just underneath here, because of in the old buses had springs. These ones are using pressure to lift them up. And the condition even inside the bus, you can see the seats are torn, there's holes on the floor, and dust the way it is inside. It doesn't even have windows. So the condition the passengers are being ferried with is not the healthy ones.
What charges are we looking at on the table right now?
We are taking this bus off the road, discontinuing it, and we are charging the operator, in this case it's Patco, for operating an unroadworthy bus. Because in terms of the condition of the operating license, the bus must at all times be roadworthy.
So how far would this charge stem? Could we be seeing people getting arrested, people going to court? Because it's not the first time we've seen such, you know?
Unfortunately, we catch this one this morning. During this multidisciplinary operation, we are charging the driver and the operator. So the bus is going to be taken to our pound yard, and the operator will have to come and collect it after paying the pounding fee there. And then the officers who are discontinuing this are going to put a mark that until the bus is in such a condition that it's roadworthy, it cannot be licensed. The only condition that it will be licensed is after it has been repaired and fixed. All those conditions that have been listed have been repaired. Then that mark will be uplifted from the system.
So tell us, throughout this operation, because I know you guys were here from 3 a.m., we joined you guys around 5 a.m., how many vehicles have you impounded so far, including buses?
This is the 7th bus, and then we have 5 taxis that we impounded before 5 o'clock. I haven't collated the stake for now, but we are looking at more than 15 that we have impounded.
Are you satisfied with the operation so far? Do you think this has to be a continuous thing that happens on the roads, especially this Moloto Road?
We are continued with these operations. It's not only for today. We have started long, but today it's a special operation where MEC Lakshmi Rain, since it's a youth month, is running these programs also. So we will be continuing for our other stakeholders, like we have Gauteng Traffic, SAPS, Mpumalanga Traffic, Tshwane Metro. We have also Tembisi Lahani, Department of Labor and Immigration. So the operations are continuing.
Just maybe last question. When you impound this bus, what happens to the passengers from there onwards? Is there any alternative transportation to now take them home? Because you can understand what kind of inconveniences can cause for them.
Fortunately, the depot is about 2 kilometers from here of Patco. They've already brought another bus that is roadworthy. They took the commuters to Tshwane, where they are going. As their destination.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Machale, for the Acting Director of Transport in the province in Mpumalanga. Maybe, Gareth, if I can just show you again, you can just try and see how bad this is, man. You know, this surely tells you that more has to be done in terms of taking the priority and lives of people first before just having buses operate here. What I can see here, Gareth, you know, is quite bad conditionings of this bus here, but officials are quite clear that this company will be charged as well as the bus driver as well. This bus will be impounded, and the only time it can operate is until it reaches, you know, the criteria of being safe and ensuring that it can come back on the road. It's going to be a busy morning here, Gareth. We've seen some taxis also being impounded, and officials now checking for those documentations here.
It looks like a complete air suspension failure on the left-hand side of that Putco bus. Pule Letswiti-Jones, thank you very much. You can see the camber over to the left-hand side as well. But interestingly as well is that the Putco depot, according to the officials, is just down the road. I wonder if Putco are going to come out and go and speak to Pule Letswiti-Jones. There has been some concern around their buses. He is down the road, so if someone from Putco is watching, just maybe head out of your area and go down the road on Moloto Road. We'll go back to him again a little bit later.